What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay, and we're going to be discussing some of the Pokemon Sword and Shield hate. This is going to be a sensitive topic, like a real sensitive as a nipple in the cold type of topic. Full disclaimer, I cannot stress this enough. I am not coming for anybody. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not being negative towards anybody. This is my opinion on the hate of the Pokemon Sword and Shield from my understanding of what I've read, what I've heard, what I've seen, about everything, what I've tasted. But this is just my overview of it, how I feel towards it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you guys' opinion, you guys are stupid, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right, so first off, national decks, and if you see me looking down, it's because I made a list. I've made a list of the big topics that I want to tackle briefly, shortly, to the point, concisely, precisely. All right, so national decks. So there are less Pokemon in the game, yes, but I feel like because it's still an issue, it's not as heavily as issue as it was when they first announced it, because I see less of it, but there's still a lot of people really adamant about oh, the Pokemon are gone, it's not the same. But I feel like people are more so mad about the possibility of their favorite Pokemon not being in the game, because if you think about I know Pokemon's main theme is gotta catch them all, yeah, but the average player doesn't really do that. I'm speaking from personal experience. I feel like they don't, because there are some Pokemon, let's face it, that we just don't care about. There are Pokemons that we don't care about, and I feel like those Pokemon, the majority of people are fine with. It's okay, I just want my favorites to be in the game, which is understandable. And I understand less Pokemon, it does suck. They should have all of them in there. It sucks. I completely agree with you, but at the same time, when I heard it, I was like, yeah, okay, we'll see what happens next generation, because I feel like this is their rough draft. This is their rough draft for the Switch. They just came from the DS to the Switch, and I know Let's Go yeah, no, Let's Go is that's not even a rough draft. That's a scribble on a piece of paper. It's not even, it doesn't deserve to be called a rough draft, because I feel like Let's Go is not as complex as Sword and Shield is, graphics wise, design wise, and it has a bunch of new Pokemon where they only had to focus on 151, and that was it. So another thing is when you guys probably have been playing the same game for a long freaking time, 10 years, 10 plus years, a long time. And the one thing that is frustrating, I completely agree, is the bad AI, and the fact that the game has stayed consistent throughout all these years. It hasn't changed. It's still the same game. Literally, if you go back to Fire Red and you compare it to Sword and Shield, the only thing that has changed are graphics. That's it. And I understand that. Looking at it, I see if it's the same game, shouldn't be an issue. They should improve things. I feel like they should, but the improvements that they've done have been so minute and slow. We wouldn't get a new improvement. Oh, Fire Red to Sinnoh, bam, that's a long time. Sinnoh to freaking Sun and Moon, that's a long time. And it's just I feel like they should be trying to implement more things, and I don't know what, but make the game wow, you know. And I feel like in Sword and Shield, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it better. They're trying to do things. They're trying to make it it's kind of almost an open world type of thing, and they're trying new things, which is awesome for GameFreak. I thumbs up to them. But one thing is the bad AI. I feel that if you're in a battle and the dude goes for a freaking lucky chant when he has the type advantage and whatnot, I feel that should not be a thing. They should increase the AI intelligence dramatically. And I know for the younger kids and stuff, but at the same time, you're supposed to be learning type advantages, and if you don't utilize those type advantages, then you're kind of a sucker. And if you don't have moves that are in the back, running Stone Edge on a freaking, I know this isn't a thing, but running Stone Edge on Earthquake on a Gyarados to kill an Ampharos, that type of thing. That is a thing. I was gonna say Stone Edge on a Gyarados because I know that's not a thing. But anyways, I feel that would help people grasp Pokemon better, and when they first jump into it, oh, gotta learn the typings, gotta do this, that, then the other. So bad AI is kind of an issue that I think they need to fix, but I understand where people are coming from with that. And so then we go to the animations, and me personally, as a Pokemon player, as a Pokemon enthusiast, as a Pokemon person, I don't really care. I don't care that they reuse animations. That's just me, and I see why people are upset about it, because on a Switch they should be more like they should be like real animals trying to move around, move during all throughout the battle and stuff, not just be stagnant, just hey, I'm a Pokemon, yay. And I like that. Like, to me, when I thought they were going on the Switch, I thought they would change like the standstill animations and stuff. And granted, they do like a little shake and stuff sometimes, but they're for the most part stagnant, and I understand that. But the same animation things for like moves and stuff, and I understand like they should have gone into detail better and like utilize the Pokemon's body part, like Blastoise shoot water out his cannons, not its freaking mouth or whatever area they shoot the water from. Use its cannons, get cool with the Pokemon animations. But reusing them, I feel like it's not that big of a deal. We've had the same animations for a long time. Like they're basically the same thing from Sinnoh to Black and White. The only thing that changed in Black and White is that the Pokemon started moving, and that maybe the animations got a little bit better, but little bit better, and the animations here are a little bit better. And I feel like GameFreak's just gonna keep doing that, and maybe it might get to the point where we're gonna be like, whoa, the animation is so awesome. But I feel like complaining about it now is just, it's not worth it, you know. It's just not, it's not worth it. And the fact, like, people got upset that they use the same animations from Pokemon to the Pokemon campsite and stuff. And I feel like unless you have a really good trained eye, and like, you wouldn't have even noticed. And I don't know why it's such an area of complaint, because it's like, I feel like that's an aspect of Pokemon that people don't normally utilize. Like me, me personally, I didn't think about me at all. I maybe tinkered with it a little bit. I was like, oh, that's cute, but I didn't even focus on the animations of it and whatnot. I just did it because it was a Pokemon thing. Fed him, oh yay, I'm bonding. But I feel like that should not matter. The animations should not matter like that. I understand where they're coming from, I do, but to me, it's not that big of a deal, because I feel like that's something that won't be utilized. I mean, the campsite will be utilized, but I feel like feeding the actual Pokemon and interacting with interacting with them like that is not that big of an aspect, because I mean, I feel like people only play Pokemon for one, to explore a new region, catch Pokemon, or play competitively. And I feel like that's what most people do, and that's me too. I do that as well. I don't really care about, oh, let me feed my little Pokemon. At least I don't care about the animations of it, you know. It's whatever. And so something else is that it does, like, I read the newest interview that came out or whatever, it takes them like 3 months, I believe is what it said, to create like a new Pokemon, to fully implement it, design it, animate it, all this stuff, texture it, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other, into the game. And that's understandable, because at new Pokemon you gotta do the moves, you gotta do the stats, you gotta do this, that, the other, and it's a lot. And I feel like people take it for granted what they're doing, because I mean, it is a lot of work. You guys, I mean, some people may like, oh, GameFreak doesn't care. They don't care. And like me, I've said GameFreak doesn't care, because I mean, they don't. But I mean, they do in a way, because they're trying to improve it. They're trying to do their best for now. I mean, maybe they're trying to do, not their best, but they're trying to up it a little bit, you know. Next thing, the thing that is shaking everybody up is the infamous EXP share. And first off, I completely understand why it is an area of complaint. I do, because we can't turn it off, which to me is really, it's stupid, because I mean, they should have kept it as like an XY, where you got the item, turn it on, turn it off whenever you want to. Don't just leave it on, because you have the possibility of being over leveled, and then you're gonna, like that, you hear, just blow right through the game. You're gonna just blast off. You're gonna be in the league in like 5 minutes. So that's something they should have just left as an option to, like, maybe, I guess, yeah, because the difficulty level is gonna change now, because the EXP share is gonna stay on. So that sucks. But what people didn't think about, I think, is that what if they up the AI levels, you know? What if they up the AI, what if they up the AI in general? I was trying to say intelligence. You can't up an AI intelligence. I guess, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, what if they up the AI levels, or they up the intelligence of it, and the players are smarter, they do the moves better, they switch out mons easier and stuff. What if they did that? Like, what if the levels, what if they made sure to calculate that the EXP share won't over level other trainers that you encounter, the gym battles, the league battles and whatnot? What if you'll be on par with them? That wouldn't be so bad. Being on par is fine. It's just don't want to be over leveled. Under leveled makes it way difficult. So you don't want to be under leveled, you don't want to be over leveled. You should be like same level. Don't try to be over leveled. What if they did up the levels though to coincide with that? That would be pretty freaking cool. Actually having to use a level 100 Pokemon for the first time in the league, that would be dope. But I mean, they won't do that. They probably didn't do that. But I'm just saying, it's something you think about, and they might have done it, they might not have. So we don't know what the EXP share is gonna do, but we all have a rough idea. But I understand that, but also it's just like chill, just give them a little leeway, just give them a little bit of leeway. And then we have those people that say the game's not gonna do well. The game's, oh, they have this, that, the other missing, it's not gonna do well. If you sit and think about it, there are lots of Pokemon fans. There are lots, and even the ones that are complaining about it, I promise you a good amount of them will probably still buy the game. Myself included, even though I'm not complaining about it, like, I'm gonna buy the mess out of that game. The game is gonna do freaking fine. It's gonna do fine. Excuse me. Like, think of Pokemon Sword and Shield as an ugly duckling. Think of it as an ugly duckling. Yeah, this little ugly. You can see for all the ugly things that it's taken out, all the things that it hasn't added. You can look at that on the outside. Boy, if you look inside that little duckling's heart, you'll see that the game is just trying to do its best to be a Pokemon game that pleases the people. That's it. And like, when did we start trying to, like, as a child, I bet you none of you guys like thought about this. You're just happy playing Pokemon, and I feel like that's the same thing. Even though like we're older and we expect more out of the games because technology is advancing and all these other games are looking cool and crisp and stuff, and the animations are crazy, but at the same time, you gotta at the end of the day, it is a children's game. That's the audience they tend to push towards, and us as older players have to remember, like, you're looking at it through a child's eyes. That's the one thing I love about Pokemon. Like, I feel like a kid again. I do. Even though I'm 19, I still like throw back to my younger days. I feel younger. I feel, wow, Pokemon's so hype. Like, that's the reason I play it, because it's my inner child. It's my inner child. He's just screaming. He's happy. And I feel like that's what a lot of people lose sight of, is that it is supposed to be a child's game, and like, we're looking at it through an adult perspective of like, oh, you guys gotta have this, that, the other, and blah, blah, blah. And gotta put them child glasses on and just see for what it is. It's just a fun way to play Pokemon in a new way on a Switch. That's cool. Like, at the end of the day, that's cool. Like, I'm so tired of seeing the bashing, and if GameFreak did something really cool, then it gets overlooked because of all the bad things that happened, or bad things that didn't happen. It's just give Sword and Shield some love. Don't bash on the game if you haven't played it. You can't bash on something you haven't played. I don't care how many trailers you've seen. I don't care if you played the first 90 minutes of the game. It doesn't matter. You haven't played the full game. You haven't. And so I feel like a lot of people should like give it a try before you bash it. Then if you don't like it afterwards, then you can go ahead and burn that thing or sell it. Probably sell it, but either way, like, sell it and then review it and be like, this game was bad, and then you have a respectable opinion, because everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and that's the important thing here, is you are entitled to your own opinion. But I just feel like bashing it and all this negativity from the Pokemon community towards the Pokemon Shield games and the developers and all this is kind of like, it's like, can we not just be happy that we're getting a new game? I mean, I'm happy that we're getting a new game. I'm just here to play Pokemon, dude. I'm here to play Pokemon, enjoy it, play it in a way that's different from everybody else playing it with you guys, and freaking catch them all. Even though we'll be catching some of them, not all of them, but we're gonna do our best. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the positivity and the negativity of towards Sword and Shield, because I just feel like there's a lot. For like every one positive comment, there's 1,000 negative comments, and it's kind of disheartening, because I feel like they've worked hard on this game. It might not be what we thought it was going to be, but I feel like they still worked hard regardless. And it is a new Pokemon game. Like, that's exciting. It's exhilarating, as Senku would say. But that's all I gotta say. Let me know what you guys thought about the positivity, negativity in the comments below. I want to know what you guys know. Let me know if you're hyped for it, or if you're not gonna get it. Let me know if you're gonna buy it or not. Let me know. But without further ado, I am your boy Jay, and I'm gonna get up out your hair. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.